You can do the accessibility one if you want me to call it out.
Okay. Hold on. All right. Hi, sweet friend. Welcome to Watercolor Happy Hour. My name is Walter Smith. I'm the artist behind Color Snack, and this is my husband, Daniel Smith.
Hello, coming at you in my usual uniform of a black shirt and blue glasses. I hope you guys like the routine. My Volta is a little casual today.
No, I'm not. I'm wearing a white sweater because it's very cold in Dallas. And just FYI, I am a white female with medium long hair, and Dan is a white male with short hair, curly hair, pulled back.
Yes.
And a ponytail. All right. So, in today's episode, we're going to do...
What are you trying to do? Do you have a reveal there?
No, I'm just going to...
I thought we were waiting for something because I saw you over there like,
sorry,
today we have... No. Okay.
No,
yes.
yeah.
Today we're doing... What did you call it? I know it's a purple pineapple margarita.
Jalapeno margarita.
Pineapple jalapeno margarita. Another custom creation from the minds of Dan and Volta, which is a beautiful margarita. Another one of the butterfly pea flower riffs that we've done. It has a cool like purple and yellow contrast on it.
So pretty.
Yes,
so pretty.
and it's for Margarita Day, which was yesterday. But if you weren't able to make it to a bar, because apparently they were very crowded for Margaritaville, you can celebrate today with us. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So let's get started, I guess.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, yeah. Great riffing there. Great ad-libbing. That improv class is really paying off, Volta.
I didn't take any improv classes.
I know, I did. Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
As you see, our usual neutral dynamic. All right, so we got a lot of stuff in this, most of which you guys have seen before, but if you're joining us for the first time, you'll know that we do tend to use a lot of Cointreau, especially when we're pairing things that are acidic like lemon juice. But the star of the show is the butterfly pea infused tequila.
Butterfly pea flower.
Butterfly pea flower, yes. Got to specify that.
Yeah.
Butterfly pea flower, and we used butterfly pea that we got from Amazon, and butterfly pea is flower specific to South Asia that you'll see in a lot of Ayurveda, holistic type of teas and recipes. You'll see it in a lot of fun mocktails, but the most prevalent thing is that you'll see them in cocktails that are acidic, because when you pour an acidic solution into butterfly pea flower tea, you end up with a bright purple concoction.
It looks so pretty. So normally it's blue, like a very dark blue color.
Which they're seeing right here, yes.
Well, okay, yeah, you can see it. It looks very saturated. But it looks so cool when you add a little bit of lemon juice. I love it.
Yeah, I like things that are dynamic. I like stuff that's playful. It makes for a fun time for folks. And really, if you want to make like a cocktail sort of party environment, you can pre-mix everything except the alcohol. Pre-mix everything and then have the infused alcohol in a little shot glass and have your guests sort of pour it in.
Yeah.
Which is nice too, because they can kind of dictate how much alcohol they want in the drink.
And also makes for a really fun experience. Like it's just, you get to see it's like watercolor in your cocktail changing.
I'm big on experiential eating and experiential drinking, because it allows people to kind of dictate how they want to consume something. Don't tell me how to eat it. I want to eat it the way I want to. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do is put this over to the side so that I don't accidentally use it in the cocktail. And then we're just going to build our stuff.
Also, do be careful. I believe this stains.
It can,
because it's,
And by the way, you do not need to soak this very long. This started like 30 minutes ago, and it's, about, a good healthy pinch per ounce.
And that's just tequila in there, right?
Just the tequila.
And
so all we've got
flowers.
is just the tequila and the butterfly pea flower. we're good to go. And otherwise, we're just going to make a traditional margarita. We're going to take our Cointreau. Well, okay, I say a traditional margarita. I'm making a bit of a riff on it, I will say, because you want it to be more acidic, and lemons are more acidic than limes, or at least they tend to make the color pop a bit more. The green in limes will make the purple a little muted, a little less standout. So we use lemon rather than lime as the citrus in this drink. And we're going to go a little heavy on it for Texas. Typically, people will use a full ounce of lemon juice in cocktails. In Texas, our limes and lemons are all dehydrated, so we usually cut the citrus in half. You see a lot of stuff coming in on there.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone that's tuning in. Let's see. Hi, Angie. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Yolanda, Tiffany, Zafreen, Georgetta. Welcome.
Yeah, wow, fancy. I like that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It is a fancy kind of margarita.
And again, one of the things that you always want in a cocktail is like you want big flavors, but you want them to always balance. So you can have them really strong, but you want them to offset each other. And because we added so much sour to that with the lemon, we are going to go heavy on the simple syrup that I just added. So I added a full ounce, 30 mLs of simple syrup, and I also added a full ounce of Cointreau, which is quite sweet. Then we're going to add in some pineapple. Now we're going to use a pineapple garnish to kind of accentuate the pineapple-iness to this, so we don't need to add a whole lot. Also, we don't want to dilute the acid in that lemon juice, so I'm only going to use a half ounce of well-shaken pineapple juice. There's not a lid to a can. You saw me looking around for it. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to shake. And that ice has been sitting for a while, so let me pour off that water. Ooh, before I forget, trying to talk and think do not work very well. I did want to get at least a little lime flavor in this, so I'm going to take my big honkin' knife, which you're about to see me use, on the pineapple. And I'm just going to take, oh, I'm sorry, it's not in the shot. Just take this big honkin' thing, and I'm going to use it to garnish. Just cut the lime, slice that up, and I'm going to just rim the glass really quickly with a nice, good coating of lime. Well, you won't see the lime, or there's not lime juice in it. It will add to the flavor, and then I use some of this tahini that you saw me use in last week's cocktail and give a nice thick rim around the glass. And you'll see that I don't do it all the way because, again, we want that kind of experiential effect of people being able to choose how much of the garnish or of the tahini that they get with each drink.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
That's very thoughtful.
Yeah. And then we're just going to really quickly shake this up. And because we're doing a rough shake and then a dirty pour, it's okay to let this sit a little while I make our really cool garnish.
Awesome juice sauce.
What's that?
Awesome juice sauce.
Awesome juice sauce. I like it.
Thank you, Ryan.
Nice, Ryan. Awesome juice sauce. Yes. And now you'll see that I have this over here for our garnish. Most importantly, this toothpick that I've been soaking in water because I'm about to burn the holy crap out of that toothpick. So first we're going to take our pineapple here.
Wait, so why do you soak it in water if you're going to burn it?
So that I don't burn the toothpick. I'm going to char the garnish, but I don't want the toothpick to set on fire.
Okay, I guess that makes sense now that you
we don't want to burn down the house. And in fact, we don't want a burnt flavor on our.
No, we just want like lightly roasted.
Yeah, we want the char to be on our, our spiked our pineapple here, and we want a nice good wedge of jalapeno because roasted jalapeno is delicious.
So, but did we mention the tequila is actually infused with jalapenos?
Oh yeah, we should have. Yeah, you
So,
turned it around.
yeah,
So we have a jalapeno infused tequila from Tanteo.
Yeah, it's so delicious. So if you're into like jalapenos,
Yeah.
you would love this. It smells amazing as soon as you just like pour a little bit. Like the flowers here had the tequila in them, so they were getting infused, and like the whole room smells.
Well, and we'd love to do
really
a
nice.
full like. I was pleasantly surprised by how good this tequila was, so I'd love to do like a whole like riff cocktail on it, and
Yeah.
especially with their habanero one. But yeah, so one day might do a full a full custom cocktail with the stuff.
Yeah, that'd be
I would
fun.
love to do that. And the so we have right. It was like this. Is that
Yes.
the correct?
Yes.
I want to make sure that I have your.
Right, the reference over here
Yes.
is what it needs to look like.
Oh, the lime. That's right. I forgot the cool lime garnish.
Zifreen wants to come visit and she wants to have this drink. Zifreen, you are welcome here anytime.
Yes. Green. I almost forgot about that cool garnish I invented. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
look at it.
Yeah. So with that, apologies that this is going to be kind of cramped because I forgot. That is my fault. If this was YouTube video, we would edit it in to make me look very sophisticated and totally prepared. But it's live, so you get to see that. All right. Boom. Magic of editing that doesn't exist here. So when you have a twist like that, you want to be very careful. Am I showing it right? Okay. And you want to just kind of very gently, don't jab yourself with the toothpick, push down, pull through to get the thing on top. There we go. So that goes on top, just like that. Then we push our guy through, like you saw.
This always makes me so nervous because I'm like, oh,
You do
don't
it
stab
enough.
yourself.
It's not as sharp as it looks, I promise.
Yeah, and it is one of those kind of bendy toothpicks, so
Yeah.
it's not, like, be careful, of course.
Although as I did all that talking, I broke the lime, so
No.
let me get that guy through. We're just going to simplify this for the sake of time. Although, I don't know, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Everyone loves our banter.
So basically, yeah, this is a margarita,
So this is a margarita.
and it's gonna be purple. And as soon as you add a little bit of acidity, it turns into a bright, kind of like neon purple pink color, which I love. And it's very fun to paint with watercolors, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah,
Um,
there we go.
But
Okay.
aside from that, it's a very delicious margarita. Honestly, like
So you just wrap the jalapeno around it. You can do this with,
okay,
any type of circular thing. You see people do it a lot in like Saturns where they'll wrap a cherry around it, and then you just kind of twist.
Tiffany said, #team Garnish. It looks so good.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Even though I screwed it up, I did that one backwards.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh,
And
in a
also,
hurry. There we go.
in my painting, it was a lemon wedge, but well, we're not gonna worry about that.
A lemon wedge, not a jalapeno wedge. I did a jalapeno when I made it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, you're thinking of the
I put it-
pineapple.
I don't know. The
Are you sure?
the swirly thing.
Swirly thing. It wasn't a lime. It was a lemon.
It was a
Oh,
lemon
okay.
in the
Oh.
photo.
Oh,
It doesn't
well, I had a
matter.
lime.
It's fine. It's fine. You can use a lemon though.
Yeah. You can paint whatever you want. That's the joy of painting.
And also, you can garnish however you want.
Yeah.
That is the joy of garnishing.
Okay, so now that we have this thing, you're going to see me turn around and do that. Yeah, very professional here.
Oh, Delphine, she said, I'm impressed. If I hadn't stabbed myself, I would have broken the toothpick.
Hey, we're trying not to do
It
that.
takes a little bit of practice and mostly patience, I would say, but it's definitely doable. So while Dan is roasting, let's see, LinkedIn user, I'm not sure who you are, but they asked purple. Yes, so the margarita is going to be purple because of the butterfly pea flowers that are soaking in tequila right now. and they come in a packet like this. We got this on Amazon. You typically, like, you can make tea with it, so it doesn't have any particular flavor. So that's why it's great with cocktails, because whatever the flavor of the cocktail, it won't impact it, but it will look really cool. So highly recommend this. Let's see. Tiffany said, Volta's future book, The Joy of Garnishing. I love it. Except I might have to recruit Dan to do the garnishing, and then I'll just do the fun part, which is painting.
Yeah. Oh, if you don't have a gas stove,
Yeah.
you can use one of those hand torches.
Yeah, and what if you don't have a hand torch?
Yeah, I mean, and you don't have a gas stove or a hand torch?
Then just don't skip a step,
Yes,
I guess.
it's not a necessary step.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh wait, I can bring this camera over. Can't I?
I guess, yeah. I mean, you're just gonna see me setting things on fire. But yeah, you can see the toothpick still is getting caught on fire occasionally.
Okay, well, you get the idea.
So exciting.
Very
There we
exciting.
go. Boom. But it is going to add a smoky flavor to it, so it's not just for show in this case.
It adds to the experience. So going back to, having experiential experiences.
Experiential experiences.
It's very fun.
Experiential cocktails. And then we want to go.
Yolanda was also cheering you on.
Thank you,
For
Yolanda. Then we're
the-
just going to add a little cut here, and it's very hot, so we are going to things that I do for my wife. There we go. Pop that guy right on, and I did it backwards. Pop that guy right on there. Boom. And we have our cocktail. I don't think it's hot anymore. Okay. We are good. Watch out. That's hot.
These are hot.
Yeah. And boom. Yes. Haha. One roasted cocktail. And now for the most important part.
The tequila.
The tequila. Now we can see
Do
that.
we have a good shot? Do you have a good angle here?
We got a good angle of the pour. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna pour it. First, I'm going to strain it out in 1 ounce of the tequila. Then you just ever so gently pour it on the top.
Ooh, look at it.
And you end up with your little multicolored.
I love that it's floating. So you could totally serve it like this and then let your guests have the experiential experience.
The experiential experience of stirring.
Stirring it.
And you see that little like pink ombre that happens as I stir it up?
Oh yeah. Look at that. It's like watercolor in real life.
Yes, it's very much a watercolor cocktail. And then that gives you the half, and then you stir it in to get the full cocktail, and it turns
Oh my
pink.
gosh! But the best part, it smells so good. Like there's a little bit of like roasted jalapeno and pineapple, and it's like
Yeah, it's smoky slash spicy
So good.
slash caramel. Let me try it first.
Yes.
Just to make sure it's okay.
yes, of course.
That is just unique and delicious.
Tiffany said this is peak fanciness.
It
Delphine
is.
said so cool. Science.
Science. Yeah, it's like a walking Instagram slash social media attractor.
LinkedIn.
No, I'm talking about the stupid stuff that people put on filters on those.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes.
not on the things that people will just share because they look fancy,
Yeah,
not because
yeah, I
they
gotcha.
taste good.
I gotcha.
But that
This
actually
actually
tastes
tastes
good.
so good. Oh my god.
Yeah. And everything on it is functional.
This is-
There's nothing. I didn't put like a slice of bacon on on an ice cream cone so that people share it. Or,
Yeah.
a mini hamburger and a Bloody Mary.
And people do that.
Yes, I mean, drink and enjoy what you like, but I like things to be form and function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
That's
make
good.
this.
All
It's
right. So
good.
now that we've
This is
made
literally
it and done
my
it, and
favorite
drink
margarita ever.
it. You say that about
No,
everything that I
No,
make.
this one though.
No,
This
you're
one.
so supportive. I love you.
I love you, Dan.
Yes, everything's your favorite. It's great. All right. Well, I'm going to clean up in the background.
audio was removed. Sorry, guys. Okay, back. There we go.
Wait, what are you doing?
Okay, just bear with me. Just let me. There we go. Okay, now we're.
Ah, that's right.
Now we can paint.
That video is the
I
audio
can
video.
accidentally remove the audio. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me.
There, I just turned it around.
All right.
Sorry, Kevin, who just joined us.
Hi, Kevin.
Thanks, Zafreen. We are adorable, and so are you.
Oh, thank you. All right. So now for the fun part, which honestly, that cocktail, I'm still thinking about it, and it's like literally in front of me.
Well, here, you can drink some of it because it's not on the screen anymore, so enjoy.
Here, thank you. I'll just put it here for inspiration. All
right. I
right.
forgot one thing.
What did you forget?
The pineapple.
Oh no! Yes, the kind of half of the garnish is
There, garnished.
garnished.
That's not anything complicated. I didn't set them on fire. I pulled fronds from a pineapple and washed them off.
Yeah.
So.
Do wash them off because they can be a little dirty.
Yeah, I think they put I don't know, wax or
Something.
pesticide. Who the heck knows? They certainly are dusty looking, so I don't want to eat that stuff.
All right, so now to the painting part. So we're gonna sketch out this glass, and this one is gonna be a little bit different from the other. Like the angle is slightly different from what we've sketched before, but it's kind of same as always. We got two parallel lines, and then a curved line at the bottom for the glass. And then since this angle is kind of like we're looking into the glass a little bit, this oval at the top is going to be much wider than we've done in the past. So just sketching a little oval shape here. Here we go. Maybe a little bit wider actually.
Oh man!
Yeah.
See, Delphine said that the tahini looking so good, and all these comments about how great it was. Man, y'all are so nice. You're almost
they're
as supportive.
Sweet friends.
They are sweet friends.
You guys are such sweet friends.
Y'all are almost as supportive as both of them. Almost.
Almost. All right, so then we have the glass. I'm gonna sketch out these pineapple fronds, and that's just gonna be kind of two lines, almost like you're sketching a very narrow triangle. Pointy little leaves. So they're gonna be sitting in here, and then the pineapple slice is, so we kind of can see like the edge of it here. So I'm going to start by doing two parallel lines that are kind of like off to the side, and then going to, so it's kind of like a rectangle, what's the trapezoid parallel? I'm just not going to use any. You get the idea.
Words, shape,
geometry. Yeah.
What are you trying to paint?
It's like not a rectangular shape, but it's one of those with a
parallelogram.
Parallelogram. Thank you, Dan. All right.
Yeah,
so
the
then,
trapezoid's the one where they're like,
yeah.
It's like the bottom half of a triangle, I think.
Yes. So that's essentially like any shape that you look at, just kind of try to break it down into simpler shapes. So, we started with a little parallelogram, and then off to the side, we have a curved line here, and then another one that kind of connects. And then I'm going to erase a couple of these extra lines because I want it to look like this pineapple. Actually, let me redo this real quick because I want it to be a little bit larger.
The pineapple needs to be bigger?
Yeah, it was a little bit too small. There we go. That's a little better. So feel free to adjust. This is just meant to have fun and experiment. All right, I'm gonna erase these extra lines so that it looks like these fronds are inside of the glass. And then finally at the top here, just gonna do like a rough kind of jalapeno little circle shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then there's a little lime or lemon wedge that goes around it. and then the toothpick at the top that kind of goes through the jalapeno and then into the pineapple. And then one last thing that you could do here is, you know, if you want to pre-sketch little squares to kind of indicate your ice cubes inside, you could do that. They don't have to be, we're just like giving the impression that there's some ice cubes in here. They don't have to be super like precise and cube-like. All right. So now on to the fun part of actually painting this. All right, so I am using a watercolor brush, not a brush pen this time.
One time, I said I wasn't a fan of the brush pen one time, and you pointed
Dan
it out.
is not a fan. I will start with the pineapple fronds. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of green. So for this, I'm just mixing, like, I have a couple of greens in my palette here, and I like to mix them up depending on what I'm painting. But for leaves, it's really fun to kind of get a different gradient of like various shades of green. So, and it's also just fun to kind of like play around and mix the colors a little bit. So I do recommend trying that out and experimenting. And so now I'm just gonna paint, covering these two little shapes with green. And then I'm gonna clean off my brush, and I do wanna lift off two little highlights here on the left side. So I'm just pressing down, lifting, pressing down, and then I'm gonna do it on this one as well. So it's important to clean off your brush after every time you lift off, because otherwise you'd be reintroducing that paint back into that area. And I'm just dropping in a little bit more green onto the right hand side, just so that it has a nicer, a bigger contrast. So anytime you're painting anything, it will automatically like look a lot better if you just add a little bit of contrast. So if you have a lighter area and a darker one, because there's like a light source coming from this direction, from the left hand side. So that's why my highlights are on the left. And of course, you can decide where your light source is coming from. It's easier for me to do it from the left because I'm a lefty. All right, so then next I'm gonna get a little bit of yellow, and just gonna use this mix. It has a little bit, just a touch of green in this. I don't know if that comes off, but I'll just cover this shape, the pineapple slice, and I'm gonna grab just a touch of orange mixed with yellow, and kind of add a few little like texture brush strokes. And Dan, are we good on the comments? There's any questions?
No questions or anything. Vitalia says heart eyes.
Thanks, Dad. We have such supportive family.
I know. We're very lucky.
All right, so now.
I do keep an eye on them while I'm over here slowly compiling the ingredients for dinner.
I hope you got the pan out of the oven.
What pan? Oh, you put that in there. Yeah, well, thanks for telling me about that.
Yeah.
They are oven proof though.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just panicked for a second. Anyway.
I put that pan in the oven for making like souffle for Dutch babies.
Yes.
Ooh, maybe we should do like a Dutch baby episode.
Yeah.
Deutsch baby.
Deutsch.
Deutsch baby. Actually from Germany. But because Americans didn't know that Dutch was German, Deutsch is how they pronounce after a minute turned into Dutch baby.
It's so good. It's delicious, though.
Fun fact.
It's not a cocktail, though, so I don't know.
We should try to make one.
Maybe we could do a brunch episode.
Can you make an oven-baked cocktail? I was just thinking about. I just realized we never used the V60 strainer to strain anything for a cocktail.
Oh, yeah.
So I would love to see like a pour-over coffee cocktail.
Ooh.
We could put like a bunch of herbs and stuff in this and then pour the alcohol over it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be
Innovation. So now I'm just mixing in a little bit of purple and adding tons of water because purple, traditionally, like in your palette, it'll be a very strong color. So I would recommend starting light. So basically adding more water, and then that'll make it lighter. And then I'm just going to paint. I'm going to roughly just kind of go around these little square shapes, which are my ice cubes. And cover this area. And then a little bit like at the top here, since we can see inside of the glass. And then of course, we can lift off a little bit of a highlight here on the left-hand side so that it matches the rest of the shapes. You know, we want all the highlights to be on the same side. And then, you know, I could also, I'm going to grab a little bit more purple so you see how much darker it is when I grab it right from the pan. And I'm just going to drop it, like just basically barely touch the paper with my brush. But you'll see that the color is spreading out because the first layer hasn't dried yet. And this is just a fun way to kind of make it look very watercolory. And anytime you feel that your colors aren't as vibrant enough, you know, just add another layer of color or drop a little bit more paint into your shapes. So it's much easier to like go from light to dark than from dark to light with watercolors. So definitely like keep note of that. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna grab maybe a little bit more and just rough outline these little cubes or ice cubes. You can also soften the lines a little bit so they're like kind of look like they're inside of the glass. All right, and then final step, we can add a cast shadow. Since the light source is coming from the left-hand side, the cast shadow is going to be on the right. And here I used a blue color instead of my usual Payne's gray to do the shadow. And just using that to show you that you don't always have to use a traditional kind of like, you know, if the shadow is typically gray, like you could use a different color to indicate shadow. I like to play around with different like blues, purples, even pinks. Like I love to use pink as my shadows.
Your glasses weren't a giveaway?
Yeah. But you see how just a little bit of the color like immediately made this whole sketch kind of pop off the page. So now I'm gonna soften the edge a little bit with a clean brush.
I don't know why I just noticed it, but the style you painted this in is a little different than your usual one.
Yeah, because I'm using a traditional brush.
No, I meant like just at a larger level. It looks a little more like Art Deco-y and like, I don't know, bigger. Like usually your stuff has like those little like tiny details in it.
Yeah, this is more, I would say this is more a painterly style because, you know, I just wanted to do it that way.
Yeah, I felt like it.
Yeah.
Y'all artists.
I just think it's fun to like mix it up, you know. So yeah, and even if like you notice that some of my purple kind of got into the blue here, like that's just part of like one of those like Bob Ross would say happy accidents. because it's like that's what watercolor will do, and sometimes like you won't plan for it, but it'll look so cool because it's watercolor and that's what it does. So don't be afraid to experiment. I highly encourage it, and just play around and see like what colors result in what combination or what effect comes out of it.
Well, it's also what light does. It bleeds in to shadows,
Yeah, that's true.
so it works.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Look at that lovely
Sweet
cocktail.
friends, thank you so much. Let's see.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we
Move
go.
those over.
And just the microphone.
Turn that around.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you try out this delicious margarita with Tanteo tequila. It was so good. I can't wait to have it again and have other margs.
Or have it right now.
Yeah, or have it right now. Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back next week. We're always welcoming recommendations. If you have any cocktail requests that you'd like us to make and paint, let us know.
Yeah, I want to play with that pour over idea that I had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
we
if
should
anybody
try
just
that.
wants a bourbon episode. I've got plenty of that.
I don't think anybody wants a bourbon episode.
You don't want to paint bourbon.
Yeah, I don't want to paint bourbon. So unless you can make it look pretty.
Put it out. Just pour bourbon in a pretty glass and
No.
call it a cocktail.
No, that's not.
No.
That's not cool.
All right. Well, man can dream. I guess I'll just have to start my own live stream.
Yeah.
about bourbon.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're interested in a live stream of me sitting in a chair, playing video games and drinking bourbon, because I will happily do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys let him know. He's at Daniel Smith on LinkedIn. Good luck finding him. I'm kidding, but you can find him through my link.
I'm literally tagged
Yeah,
in
you are
the
tagged.
in the video.
You are. You are. Thank you so much, Yolanda, Vitali. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you next week. And if you're in Dallas, stay warm because it is kind of chilly out there.
Thank you,
Oh,
Yolanda.
she said, Dan, you can make bourbon look good.
I can, because I'll be the one drinking it.
Yes. All
Ah.
right. On that note.
Yeah. Yeah. Before
Bye,
anyone
guys.
can disagree, bye.
Bye. Bye.